भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या योगविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः ॐ परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रुतिमात्रे नमः समस्तब्रह्मविद्या योगविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः समस्तगुरूणामनुग्रहेण योगवेदान्त संगमद्वारेण परमात्मानुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं योगदर्शनशास्त्रस्य व्यासभाष्यसमेत वृत्तिसमेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ गुरूणां स्मरणम्। ॐ श्री हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। ॐ 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 पतञ्जलिमहर्षये 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 नमः। ॐ व्यासमहर्षये 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 नमो नमः. Saluting all the gurus, let's continue our effort of study of Patanjali Yoga Darshanam. Out of 4 pada, Prathama Samadhi Padam we are seeing. In this, the first 4 sutras are very, very crucial. In that, the third sutram almost with Vyasa Bhashyam we have exhaustively tried to understand yesterday. Today we will conclude it and then we take the 4th sutram. And that's how these 4 sutras summary also we try to see in our layman's language today. But before that, once let us do the Parayanam of the Prathama 3 sutras. Om Atha Patanjala Yoga Darshanam Prathamoh Padaha Samadhi Padaha Trini Sutrani Om Atha Yoganushasanam Om Atha Yoganushasanam Om Atha Yoganushasanam Yogaha Chittavrutti Nirodhaha योगः चित्तवृत्तिनिरोधः योगः चित्तवृत्तिनिरोधः तदा द्रष्टुः स्वरूपे अवस्थानं तदा द्रष्टुः स्वरूपे अवस्थानं तदा द्रष्टुः स्वरूपे अवस्थानं. This we have to be very thorough. One by one, if you see, what is the Shastra we are studying? Atha Yoga Anushasana. Shasana means we have to take it as a order for making our life from disorder into order towards the moksha. So yoga ka sadhana shastra आपको हमको बताया जा रहा. Now what is the lakshana of the yoga? Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Okay. Yoga is an anubhuti which is achieved through another yoga, which is a sadhana, whose grammatical dictionary meaning is samadhi, and that samadhi is 2 types. Those 2 types of samadhis are achieved through sadhanas. Those sadhanas are called as chitta vritti nirodha. So, chitta vritti nirodha is a sadhana which takes us to the 2 samadhis. Among them, the second samadhi takes us to the ultimate experience of the truth or liberation, that is called a yoga. So yoga is samadhi, samadhi is sampragnata and sampragnata, sampragnata samadhi is an achievement through the sadhana of the yoga called as chitta vritti nirodha. Then what is next to be understood? Chitta, trigunas, panchabhumikas. In that, in all five bhumika yukta chitta, we can achieve samadhi. What is samadhi? Arresting the thoughts flow. Flow of thought arresting is samadhi. Okay, vritti nirodha. Vritti nirodha can be achieved in all the panchabhumikas for the time being. But then the first three bhumika wala vritti nirodha is not leading to the sampragnata samadhi, viveka khyati, asampragnata samadhi, then kaivalya prapti. Therefore, they are not yoga. Therefore, we don't do those samadhis. Our samadhi is for what? Viveka khyati followed by asampragnata yoga followed by drashtu swarupe avasthanam. Clear? And this is not achieved in the first three bhumikas. Therefore, first three bhumika yukta samadhi will not give us yoga. Therefore, first three bhumika yukta samadhi we don't need. Like the Ravanadi and all of them. They have not come to the Sampragnata Yoga or Viveka Khyati level of Samadhi. But they did their Samadhi Japa in such a way that that particular Devata for whom they are giving, he came. They are doing that Tapasya. And what they sought from them are only the things of the world. With all the Tapasya, when they got the power, with all the power, what they achieved is their own destruction. Of course, before that, they try to conquer the world, they try to trouble everyone. Why that adharma, avairagya and all? Because the bhumika was not ekagra, not sattva guni to be precise. They are full of rajas and tamas. So we can also do great things like people study hard, become IAS officers, or work hard and become MLA, MP. Not an easy thing. But what do you do after that? Do you use it for serving the world or for your selfish purpose? That selfish purpose, if you do all adharma, you are subjected to all punishments, definitely. Then all that efforts is murkha efforts only. Which those efforts which lead to our own destruction. How can you say those are intelligent efforts? Or those efforts which take us only to the bondage, not liberation. How can there be intelligent efforts, correct efforts? Therefore, before embarking, we must know where we want to reach is right or not. Then only the path is known and we have to walk on. That is why you come from the third sutra, then the thing is complete. What is that? Swarupa Chuti is called Bandhanam. Chuti means falling down, misplacing, displaced. Like being at ease is the condition of the body. When it is displaced from its easiness, it is called as dis-ease. Is it not? The self is uncovered, but it is covered. It has to be discovered. In the same way, Swarupa avasthiti is the natural phenomena and the moksha sthiti. Swarupa Chuti is called as Bandhanam. That is what in every Shastra, Vedanta, Muktihi hitva anyatha rupam Swarupena vyavasthiti. So therefore, Swarupa avasthanam is moksha. Swarupa Chuti is called as Bandhanam. Therefore, moksha rupi, Swarupa avasthanam. When will it happen? That is the third sutra. Tada drashtuhu swarupa avasthanam. Then it will happen. When then? When means what is said in the second sutra? When that is achieved. What is said in second sutra? Chitta vritti nirodha rupi yoga. So study both of them together. Yoga is chitta vritti nirodha. Tada drashtuhu swarupa avasthanam is equal to kaivalyam and moksha. Now study both complementary. Why we have to do the yoga, chitta vritti nirodha, following the yoga anushasanam for Swarupa Avasthanam, which gives moksha. Then is it necessary or compulsory or useful? Do that yoga or samadhi which doesn't give Swarupa Avasthanam and moksha? No. Then from this side you see, what do you want? Moksha. How do you get it? Swarupa Avasthiti. How do you enter into Swarupa Avasthiti? Only when the yoga sadhana of chitta vritti is done. Chitta vritti nirodha, sorry. वृत्ति निरोध करो तभी होगा. नहीं करोगे तो वृत्ति सारूप्यम इतरत्र. Then we always will be identifying with the vrittis, dancing along with the vritti. Whatever the vritti like that you are, then you are always forced to be as if in the sarupata of the vritti, then you tend to suffer as per the vritti. Therefore, inevitably you have to practice yoga by which chittavritti nirodha is done. Then you are sarupa avasthiti, then moksha. That is why it has become anushasana. Anushasana is not given by guru or shastra, though said by them. Like I am ordering you. Though said by me, you will receive it or not is in your hands. Anushasana is not given by me, it is taken by. That way, in one good mood of your life, you will take all my orders. In other day, you are so disordered, you never take anything. You only give order. So, Anushasana is not an insistence from Gurus and the direction. It should be accepted by us. Any Anushasana, traffic rules, Anushasana, I have to accept it. If I don't follow, I am caught and beaten. Not I am beaten for beating me. I am beaten for protecting others. Because they are following the Anushasana. And the rule is, whoever is following Anushasana, they are to be protected. And who is the fellow disturbing? I, who was not going in the traffic properly. Remember, I am punished on traffic rule breaking, not for my sake, for others' sake we are following. Like a child is shouting in class. He is given to not for his shouting, because he will shout in the ground also. There he will not go and beat him every time. Wherever he is shouting, you don't go and beat him. Then in the class he is disturbing others. To help others who are listening carefully, he is given though. In the same way, Anushasanam is followed by me in my own interest. What is interest? Kaivalya sthiti. What is that? Swarupa avasthanam. How is it achieved by chitta vritti nirodha? What is chitta nirodha? Yoga. Where is the yoga taught? In the Yoga Shastra. Therefore, Yoga Shastra is an Anushasana. Study, practice. This is what the jugglery, I mean, in the same sentences or sutras, again and again we travel, we get this clarity. So, आँख बंद करके ऐसा होना है. I am in Baddha Sthiti now, I want to be Mukti. Mukti is when I am in Swarupa Avasthanam. And what is that which is not allowing me to be in my Swarupa? Of Chitta Vrutthis. Therefore, what is to be done? The Nirodha of the Vrutthis. How to do that? Through the Yoga Sadhanas. एक का 10 बार करने से फिर इंटरेस्ट बढ़ता है, क्लैरिटी आता है, करने की इच्छा होता है, करने लगते हैं, हो जाता है. Now, third sutras, Sambandha Bhashyam, third sutras, Bhashyam after the mantra or sutra, we have tried to see yesterday. Today we'll repeat the same for more clarity. Not at all, it is difficult and all. What was in, what is the introductory Bhashyam? Ki tad avasthe chetasi Vishaya abhavat buddhi bodhatma purushaha kim swabhavaha. This is what is Bhashyakara's Purva Pitika Bhashya, Avatarika Bhashya for connecting the second and third sutra. So, tad avasthe chetasi. So, when Chitta has reached to that asampragnata yoga sthiti, Chitta has reached to the niruddha sthiti. We have not talked about Paramatma Tattva. And again, it is Bhashyakara's guidance to us, which we studied elaborately, the second sutra's Bhashyam for more than 6 days. It told us all the details with the words and their explanation. What is that? Before that Niruddha Sthiti or Nirbija Sthiti, called as Asampragnata Yoga, what helped for us for that? is, be attentive, is the Vairagya even for Viveka Khyati. Before even Viveka Khyati ke liye Vairagya tha, what was there? Obviously, Viveka Khyati was there. What Viveka Khyati did? Viveka Khyati is an ability in the Chitta to observe and understand the presence of or the separation between Sattva and Purusha. Before the Viveka Khyati, Sattva and Purusha were so mixed up that the Purusha was acting as if Sattva only. Sattva here is not Sattva Guna, is Chitta. Chitta with its Vrutthis. Then what gave this Viveka Khyati capacity? The Samprajnata Samadhi. And how did we reach to Samprajnata Samadhi? Because of the Ekagra Chitta used for it. So, basic thing is what? First we have to come to, from Dikshipta, Moda Vikshipta Bhumika, come to Ekagra Chitta. From Ekagra Chitta only, all spiritual sadhanas perfectly start. Before that, they are all vague, they are all tentative, they are all half-hearted, they are not complete. They are again reversing back to our earlier stage only. And this Ekagra Chitta, remember, not one day, not one session. Throughout life, everything we do, we should be Ekagra. That means the Chitta Bhumika should be Ekagra. Otherwise, with a good sleep at night, 7-8 hours, with the freshness of mind, for half an hour, 1 hour in the morning, Chitta is Ekagra only. You use it for seeing cinema or TV again. But throughout the day, थोड़ा होते ही फिर से वो वैराग वो क्या बोलते हैं क्षिप्त मूढ़ विक्षिप्त में चला गया. Understood now? Therefore, ekagrata is not the temporary bhumika of chitta. Chitta has to be maintained or brought into that stage naturally. And what helps us to come to that is the upasanas, the puja, the bhajana, the kirtana, japa, when they are done with the clarity that they are done for the ekagra bhumika, with which we do either yoga darshanam or Vedanta darshanam. We can do all the set sadhanas without keeping the goal in mind of ekagrata. Such person जब करते हुए भी चाय पिएगा, जब करते हुए भी सेल फोन देखेगा, जब करते हुए टीवी देखेगा, पेपर पढ़ेगा, and he justifies it. And no better fool than this person in the world, who is doing a sadhana of the ekagrata, in which is deliberately doing the anekagra vijayas. देखो, those who totally forget the Lord, for them it is told, बाबा खाना बनाते हुए भी चलते हुए भगवान का नाम लो. That is to introduce, that is not the final thing. Don't live at the first thing only throughout life. स्वामी जी 20 साल पहले आपने कहा मैं गार्डनिंग करते हुए भगवान का नाम ले सकता हूँ. अब मैं भगवान का नाम लेने के लिए गार्डनिंग कर रहा हूँ. You will remain only as gardener only, not the spiritual seeker. That is introduction. Later on, you have to do only the japa, not anything else. And in the japa, only the chanting of name of Lord. That also with awareness, only to develop the ekagrata of the chitta. Then only the samparajnata samadhi, where at one look, chitta is aware of everything outside. If the eyes are used, everything it is aware of. If the ears are used of the sounds, and when it closes eyes, the chitta is aware of all the thoughts at one go. And in that kaun sa acha, kaun sa vara, kusko chodna, kisko pakadna, all that when the chitta is aware, that is called ekagra bhumika chitta, used as now samprajnata sthiti. And the samprajnata also again not once in a while. Stationarily, we should be in the samyak prajnata sthiti, wherein our chitta is in such a sattva-guni level, not carried away by rajas and tamas, that all sounds, all the smells, all the forms of the eyes, including all the thoughts of chitta, at one go we are aware. Then only which are required, which are not required, we can analyze, and not required things we can reject. No. Like when you are separating the stones from the rice. बचपन में यही करते थे. 15-20 साल तक राशन का बीच चावल आया, And then उसमें आधा तो पत्थर ही होते. So you are fully aware. What are the rice grains? What are the stones? Then we remove all of them. Everyday job it was for us. We have done all that lot. So unless you look at it, this is called Sampragnata Sthiti, wherein every grain is in your perception and also every stone. Then only you throw the stones and collect the grains or rice. In the same way, every sounds I must be aware. Then only what sound I should reject, what sound I should accept. Should be like I am listening to Om or any Om Namo Narayana audio. Same time, the sound of your children or wife or neighbor, everything comes. So you should be aware of them and reject all and only listen to the japa. That ability is called Sampragnata Sthiti. This is possible, but we have to make it possible. A person who is interested in the Vishaya Vastus is always in Rajas Tamas, he cannot do it. The one who is interested in Paramatma, the one therefore who is not interested in the Vishayas, he alone first can observe, second can reject them, third can focus on that for which he is sitting. And this is for long term time. That's why Satu Dirkala Nairantaryena Satkara Asayito Dudabhumi. Why so many words are used? We are going to see that. It needs that much effort for us to come to Sampragnata Samadhi. After that only, everything other than Paramatma is not required. All the Vrutthis therefore are rejected. Before that, Sampragnat Samadhi के बाद आने वाला क्या है? विवेक ख्याति. In the Viveka Khyati, at one level, Sattva is different, Purusha is different. Another level, the goal is Purusha, therefore not the Sattva. At that level only, after this perfection of Viveka Khyati is achieved, other than Purusha, the Sattva are rejected. In that rejection of Sattva or the Vrutthis, when it becomes complete, that is called the Niruddha Sthiti, Nirodha Sthiti. When the Chitta in these steps has reached to the Niruddha Sthiti, that is what is the introduction for this third sutra. When the Chitta reached to this Niruddha Sthiti, where the Vrutthis are all eliminated because the Vairagya for the Vrutthis, after the Viveka Khyati told us that there are two things, Sattva and Purusha. Sattva is binding, we have to reach to Purusha. A step more is added here. Ki tadaste chetasi means what? Even the Viveka Khyati also is a Sattva Guna Vritti, also is a Vritti. Therefore, towards that also we have given up interest. Like Shastra Jnana studied at the intellectual level. But when the Jnana, we become Paripakva in it, on the deep meditation level, that intellectual Jnana ki bhi jarurat nahi hai. You try to revel in the meaning of that jnana. It's no more an understanding. You enter into the experience, not the understanding. In the same way here also, tad avaste chetasi means that chitta which is reached to that avastha. Which avastha, sir? Niruddha avastha. Niruddha of what, sir? All the vrittis. Which vrittis? The general vrittis of the chitta and also the particular viveka khyati wala bhi. With vairagya, because that is not our goal. In that chetas. Therefore, what happens at that Vishaya Abhavat? The Chitta Vritti Rupi Vishaya also are not there. Viveka Khyati Rupi Vishaya also is not there. At that time, that Purusha in us, who generally is Buddhi Bodha Atma. What is the Buddhi Bodha Atma? The one always in the Bodha of the Vrittis of the Buddhi. Like you are with your grandchild for 6 months. Somewhere he came to your house or you went there. So 24 hours you are with the child. Okay. Then suddenly that child is taken to that US by the parents, your children. Now what happened? Your Buddhi Bodha Atma means child playing Atma. Now the child gone. What do you do? That is a question. I am not asking the answer. Swamiji, I go to the child again. Or I become miserable. I never come to you. Anything I will do, but not come to you. Don't give me that answer. Question is not for the answer. An example. So बुद्धि का बोध करने वाला आत्मा रूपी पुरुष का क्या हाल है उस टाइम? बुद्धि बोधात्मा किम स्वभावः that पुरुषः? If deliberately one has achieved the asampragnata yoga sthiti or niruddha sthiti of the chitta vrittis, in which all vrittis, including viveka khyati, also is rejected. Because viveka khyati was so important, so sacred, so divine, which helped us in separating the sattva from purusha. But that also is an effort. That also is a vritti. That also sattva guna vritti. उसका काम हो गया. Then we have got rejected that also. उसका भी वैराग्य हो गया. That is the meaning of चित्त वृत्ति निरोध of the earlier sutra. At that time, पुरुष का क्या अवस्था है? पुरुषः किम स्वभावः? What is his स्वभाव? That is a discussion. For that, the sutra is tada. Therefore, these are all the explanations of tada. Tada means when the chitta comes to that niruddha sthiti by our sadhana. अपने आप नहीं होता वो, हमको करना है. It's an anushasana we have to do. Tada, the answer is drashtuhu swarupe avasthanam. The drashta establishes in his swarupa. Okay, this only sentence today we will understand it. That much will help you sufficiently. Tada, they know. Tada means what? Asampragnata kale. Asampragnata means so clearly known that there is no vrittis. Both the chitta vrittis as well as viveka khyati. Tat asampragnata kale drashtuhu swarupe avasthanam. We have to understand. What is drashtuhu? Who is the drashta? You have to be very clear. Chiti shakti. The drashta alone is chiti shakti. That chiti shakti alone is purushasya. This drashta, who is called as chiti shakti, who is called as purusha, is called as Vedanta में the Atma or the Brahma or Parabrahma, Chaitanya. So this Brahma is a neuter gender word. Atma is a feminine, masculine gender. Chiti is a feminine. Which only the words have the gender, not that which is indicated to the word, because it's an anubhuti. It's not a stula sharira to have a gender. So don't get carried away. So कभी चिति बोलते हैं, कभी ब्रह्मा का आत्मा. ये परमात्मा मेल है कि फीमेल है कि न्यूटर है? Don't ask that. They belong to body. He is not a body. But the language he has got in Sanskrit, the linga depending on the bhasha. Lingata of the shabdas is according to bhasha in the Sanskrit. Don't be worried about the object, especially in the case of the Paramatma. Paramatma, when you use grammatically a masculine word, he is called as Atma. Paramatma, when it is used grammatically in a feminine word, is called Chiti Shakti. In a neuter gender, is called Brahma. Doesn't mean that Paramatma is male or female or neuter or all. That's why the other day we chanted Nastri, Napuma, Nashandaha. They all belong to body. Be clear about it. I need not waste my time on telling this silly thing which you are intelligent to catch it. I need not say. So, that Chiti Shakti, be attentive. Drashta, who is a Chiti Shakti, who is a Purusha, Swarupe. What is a Swarupa? See, what is the main sutra? Tada, Drashtuhu, Swarupe, Avasthana. Is it not? Third sutra. Tada is explained. Tada means when the chitta achieved the earlier sutra conclusion wala niruddha sthiti. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha कह दिया ना, nirodha, which we have explained in the last 10 minutes. Tada हो गया. Then drashtuhu means what? Drashtuhu means chiti shakti. Chiti shakti alone is purusha. Purusha alone is Brahma and Atma. Then now we have to explain the word swarupe. What is swarupa? Nirvishaya chaitanya matre. Nirvishaya chaitanya. The pure chaitanya where there is no vishaya for it to illuminate. In that sarupe avasthanam. So therefore the sadhana जो कर रहा है, जो चित्तवृत्ति निरोध, actually वो दृष्टा है. And दृष्टा is चिचित स्वरूप है. A चिति स्वरूप दृष्टा है, it is called as purusha. He should be established in his own swarupa for his own moksha. And it is not possible because of the Vrutthis. Now the Vritti Nirodha is done, therefore he is relaxed, he will be establishing in his own Swarupa, which is so Drashta, Chiti Shakti, Purushaha, Swarupe, means Nirvishaya Chaitanya Matre, Avasthanam Ityatra. Iti Atraha, iti Artha, sorry. Nirvishaya Chaitanya Matre, Avasthanam iti Artha. निर्विशेष चैतन्य अवस्थानम स्वरूप क्या है अभी निर्विशेष चैतन्य दैट्स व्हाट द प्योर ऑब्जेक्टलेस अवेयरनेस द थॉट फ्री कॉन्शियसनेस द कॉन्शियसनेस ऑफ द सेल्फ व्हिच इज नॉट डाइकोटमाइज्ड एज द सीयर एंड सीन थॉट्स दृष्टा दर्शन दृष्टा दृश्य रूप में विभाजित नहीं हुआ शुद्ध चैतन्य को यहाँ स्वरूप और चिति शक्ति और पुरुषा और विषय रहित चैतन्य इट इज कॉल्ड इन दैट बी एस्टैब्लिश दैट इज अवर एक्चुअल अनुभूति दैट इज द रियल सेल्फ इन दैट देयर इज नो बंधनम देयर इज नो एनी टाइप ऑफ लिमिटेशन एटसेट्रा tada then tada ko you can add evakara tada eva drashtu swarupa avasanam also the vritti nirodha you have to do not for any yoga siddhis but only for the swarupa avasthanam. See, there are a lot of conditions in the first three bhumikas, as we said, the yoga is not possible. So too when we come to the niruddha sthiti, with that you can even achieve siddhis also. Our goal is none of them. Our goal is swarupa avasthanam. Therefore, to avoid all confusions and delay, in the beginning only, the Shruti Mata says, बेटा तुमको योग शासन पढ़ा रहे, उसका साधना है चित्तवृत्ति निरोध और उसका लक्ष्य है स्वरूप अवस्थानम. Don't get distracted from these goal and means. This is what will be developed in our Shastra. If you are interested in something else, go somewhere, not here. This is how you have to add these sentences and become more pakka in the understanding of these Prathama 3 sutras. Okay, yeah. Now, this is what is the mantra we have explained. Now, what we have to explain is Bhashyakara's Bhashya of Sarupa Pratishta Tadanim Chitti Shakti Yatha Kaivalye Vyuthana Chitte tu Sati Tatha Api Bhavanti Na Tatha. Not very difficult, only one or two sentences have to be said about it. Ki Tadanim means in this condition, Chitti Shakti, the pure consciousness, Swarupa Pratishta, it will establish in itself only. Yatha Kaivalye, like that Chaitanya Atma is Kevala Chaitanya. In that, there is nothing other than in the form of Vijati, Sajati and Swagata. Again, become little alert, conscious. What do we see in the world? Are the millions of the things, and each are different from other. Now, how to understand in what way they are all different? The Shastra gave us the categorization for differentiating them. They use these three words. There are other ways of categorization also. This is one way. What is that? The Vijatiya Bheda, the Sajatiya Bheda, the Swagata Bheda. These are the three Veda. So in the Srushti, these three Vedas are there. Now be attentive. In Paramatma Chaitanya, these Vedas are not there. They are all imagined, projected through Maya and our sense organs. Oh, fir baat ki baat. But understand the meaning of the word Kaivalya means Kevala that only. Pure consciousness. But because of Vrutthis only, it is divided into the Vijatiya, Sajatiya, Swagata Bheda. For example, what is Vijatiya Bhedam? With the different jatis. And in according to our Shastras, there are only 4 jatis. Jati means that which is born. The birth and all that we talk about only the living beings. So the 4 jatis are Manushya, Pashu, Pakshi, Vanaspati. In that, Manushya is not Pashu, Pashu is not Pakshi, Pakshi is not Vanaspati. They are different from each other. This difference or Bheda is called Vijatiya Bheda. Okay? Now, second thing is Sajatiya Bheda. Take one jati, take Pashus. In the Pashu, so many are there, all are Pashu, but there Pashu jati mein hi Bheda hai. That's Sajatiya Bheda, where the tiger is not lion, lion is not the cow, cow is not the buffalo. They are all not human beings. They are not Pakshis. They are not the trees, but they are Pashu. But in the Pashu, the Sajatiya Bheda. Isn't it? Cow is not buffalo, buffalo is not the deer, deer is not the tiger. एक ही जाति. Now, what is Swagata Bheda? In a particular animal, let us take the cow. Within itself, the tail is different, the legs are different, the horns are different, the face is different, the eyes are different. It is called Swagata Bheda. So whole world has million differences. They're all codified in these three. There's another way of differentiation. What is what? First to the three. Jiva is different, Jagat is different, Ishvara is different. So Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara, Bheda. Again in that, Jiva, Jiva, Bheda. This Jiva is different from that Jiva. जिसमें सजाति विजाति सब आ जाते हैं. Then the Jagat, Jagat, Bheda. In the Jagat also, there are things different from each other. Then Jiva, Jagat, Bheda. So how many Vedas are there? Ishvara Jiva Bheda, Jiva Jagat Bheda, Jagat Ishvara Bheda, Jagat Jagat Bheda, Jiva Jagat Bheda, Jiva Jiva Bheda. 6 Vedas are there. दो जीव अलग है, जीव और जगत अलग है, दो जगत अलग है, जीव और जगत अलग है, जीव और ईश्वर अलग है, ईश्वर और जगत अलग है. These are all Bheda. These are all Ajnana Avastha mein. Ajnana of the pure self. When the pure Chitti Shakti, Swarupa or Purusha Sthiti reach, we will see that that alone is there. That's called Kaivalya. Then all differences create differentiations. Differentiation create the samsara. No, the differentiation is gone because differences are gone, because the self is known, there is no samsara. So, for the sake of this samsara rahita kaivalya sthiti, that we are doing the yoga sadhana, chitta vritti nirodha, not for anything else. This is one thing in this. Second is what? If the vritti nirodha followed by the kaivalya rupi sarupa avasthanam is not achieved. In other words, the chitta, if it is not in the niruddha avastha, then it is in which avastha? It may be in Vivekakhyati avastha, it may be in Samprajnata avastha, it may be in, what do you say, Ekagra Bhumika, it can be in the Vikshipta Bhumi, it can be Vikshipta Bhumi, it can be Mudha. In all those cases, that Purusha who was in Sarupa Pratishtha when the Nirodha is done, what is his position at that time? देखो पढ़ाई करोगे तो नौकरी तनख्वाह सब बढ़िया, नहीं पढ़ोगे तो नो नौकरी नो तनख्वाह. तो दोनों जानना चाहिए ना. So when the vritti nirodha is done, swarupa avastha. If the nirodha is not done, what will happen? That is what is the second, next fourth sutra says. In that, the Vyasa Bhashya gives some important thoughts that we have to little deliberate. If I start it, it will take 10-12 minutes. That much time we don't have. So tomorrow, straight away, having explained this for 2-3 minutes, we take up that topic and then enter into the Chaturtha Sutra with Sambandha Bhashya as well as the Mukhya Bhashya after the Sutra. Up to this, these 4 become a very important topic in Yoga Darshanam. The rest of it is the elaboration of it, the explanation of it. Then Vrutthis arupyam itaratra vrittayah panchatayah klishta klishtaha pramana vipare vikalpa nidra smutayah pratyaksha anumana agamaha pramanani. All these sutras will be its explanation. Let us see that. And then good that we have spent time with patients and whoever were regular, I am sure their situation of their understanding is much better than what they were when in the beginning. And all said and done, even if this much is achieved, to some extent we have helped ourselves. What is that? Other than the Deha, Mana, Buddhi, other than Dehendriyadi, there is Chitta inside. Is it not? The Chitta. Chitta hai ek. Usi mein sab kuch hai, bandhan moksha. Even if this much is understood, we have really helped ourselves. And throughout Yoga Sutra, you don't even look at the Deha and the Prana discussed about. Only the Chitta is discussed. And all the great Mahatmas of the modern yoga, for them yoga is nothing other than body. मजा आ रहा है कि नहीं? कैसा माया काम करती है. The yoga darshanacharya, Patanjali ji and all, they never talk about the body when they talk about yoga. It is all on chitta, chitta, chitta only. And the present great yoga acharya talk nothing about chitta but only the body. Yoga karo, ye asana karo, asana karo, then you'll be healthy, you can live long, enjoying the same useless things of the world. See the, but then point is what? As we grow in our purity, हमें किसी चीज का unnecessary wrong interpretation नहीं करना है. Because of that wisdom, we have to understand even that also. What is understanding in today's Janata? They are not even like level of understanding that yoga of the Chitta Vritti Nirodha. They need the physical yoga at least to live fit and live longer. At least live happily at the body level. Maybe for that reason, Bhagavan has sent so many yoga acharyas who are teaching yoga means only body. Among them, some are there who desire the Vritti Nirodha Rupa Yoga. Therefore, they come in the class and listen. Okay. Therefore, for you and me, the Sharira Shuddhi Rupi Yoga also required and this yoga also. Okay. Let us see the introduction and continuation of the fourth sutra tomorrow. I just wish you have a wonderful day. Thank you.